Jibaro and Montana is like the same name for kachi except it's in Puerto Rico. What we call kachi is called Montana music or Jibaro music in Puerto Rico or elsewhere in the United States. Only in Hawaii it's called kachi. My version of that, well, it's not from me, it's from the other masters that were here in Kauai. In the old days in Kauai, when the immigrants came in, like I think the Puerto Ricans were like one of the last ones to arrive in Kauai. Would be in the early 1900s anyway. They had plantation camps where they had the Filipinos in one area, the Japanese and the Chinese people. Everybody had their own camp life. And from what I understand, the Japanese people were like right next to the Puerto Ricans in this particular camp. And every weekend, maybe a Saturday or a Sunday night, whatever, they would have a bailar, a dance, a Puerto Rican dance. When they would have this Puerto Rican dance, almost, it never misses, there would be fights, and there would be knife fights, serious knife fights.
That's why I get different versions.
Yeah, and anyway, this Japanese camp, when they would hear that the dance would be going on, they would say, kachi, because Puerto Ricans, when they get into fight, they like to take the knife and cut up each other. And the Japanese, when they talk, they cannot pronounce the word cut. They always say the chi, they go kachi. So it's a kachi, and then it's stuck with the Puerto Ricans. Then up until the 60s, when he remembers the word kachi with Ayala's nightclub.
But one of my friends that cut 198 stitches, Ronald woman.
So the kachi was real stuff. It wasn't just
with the razor blade, you know, that when they used for shave, the 190 stitches in a school street in Ayala.
You gotta say where the name came from.
Ayala Dance Hall.
Right there from cutting.
That's why everybody's a big fan and say, kachi, you know, cut. Kachi. That was one of the versions. Again, my friend got cut real bad. Right across.
This is a true story.
Like this. Like this, and then right across the face.
Yeah.
198 stitches. One woman. For one Puerto Rican, I don't consider it a good Puerto Rican soldier.
Soldiers,
And the girls used to do something trouble, was they used to refuse to dance with the, when a local guy is asking for dance, they refuse. And right then, a Puerto Rican soldier asking for dance, and they dance. So then later on get jealousy. You know, then before you know it, a big fight. And one time they got a salsero, you know, big fight. When the cops came, he was all talking to them, and all of a sudden somebody said, "Oh, look at your stomach." And his guts was hanging out. You know, then he fainted.
That's a true story though. I mean, there were lots of stories where guys actually got cut slashed in their belly, and they never felt the pain, they never felt nothing. And then like a couple of minutes later, they kept talking to you, and then they felt weak, then they feel a burn. When they looked down, their guts were like hanging out from the stomach.
So fast. And that's true stories. That's right. That's what one of the versions, kachi.
Did they live?
Yeah, most of them lived,
Yeah. One woman, he lived with that 190 stitches. Like I said, was right across like that. The last one was right across the face.
So the name kachi is really what was happening in the old days. I mean, you know, the term just stuck with the music in the 70s and 80s and 90s up until now. But in the old days, the kachi dances were for real.
So guys, you say, why you gonna, when you gonna dance tonight? Cause Ayala, you gotta make sure your blade is sharp. Make sure your blade is sharp because you get cut up. You know, something a lot of fights.
That doesn't sound really good for the Puerto Ricans, though.
Yeah.
But that's a true story.
Well, you can say that Puerto Rican soldier was troublemaker. That doesn't sound too good. But most of them was fighting among the soldiers.
Puerto Ricans against each other. Local Puerto Ricans against Puerto Ricans from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, soldiers, Because the girls used to always, most of the time, they used to refuse
the local Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, and then dance with the Puerto Ricans. So right after they ask each other for dance, they refuse the local and then they dance with the Puerto Rican soldiers. So. You see a lot of fights, Ayala, School Street, maybe Puerto Rican know that.
From 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, and 1970s, they used to have these ships come into the military bases on Oahu, and those soldiers would all come out from those ships, come on shore, and the first place they would go to would be Puerto Rican nightclubs, of course, like Ayalas and pink elephants, or was it white elephant?
Ayala was very famous for
It was
getting
a white
fights,
elephant.
you know. Every time when you go in Ayala, so make sure your knife sharp, you know. Make sure your knife sharp. There was always a joke there. Actually, it wasn't a joke, I think.
No. I wonder if you had MPs there.
He said the version, but the Japanese and the other version was, he said, you know, they get cut up, yeah. So the guys would say, well, what do you call it kachi kachi for? And oh, the guys they get cut, you know, kachi kachi.
Kachi once, kachi twice.
Yeah. And they always say, you're gonna Ayala, make sure your knife sharp. Make sure your knife sharp if you're gonna dance. But Ayala was very famous for that. Ayala in School Street in Cali.
As a matter of fact, the nightclub is still there today. Yeah?
Yeah, very famous for that fights.
It's still there, and they have kachi kachi dances once in a great while.
So there's two guys that I know, South Australia, we got hang out, and my friend Ronald Rubin get that.